Hello, party fingers. Happy birthday, Taurus! Yeah, you get to see me. You get to see me. Only you, probably. So this is, your meditated reading, and then I'm gonna pull cards or whatever. So I will say, a lot of, like, community effort, working together with people, more like a holistic mindset for the overall premeditation of what I was picking up, right? I turned 40 on the 24th. It's been chaotic. If some of you are following me, you understand that I do humane work. You may hear kittens crying in the background. We're going to call them refugees. The county I moved to from Fort Lauderdale doesn't really believe that animals have soul or voice or care. So they're targeting me for being the one who does it all on my own money that I make from readings. Okay? That being said, there's an impact on what you're going to do, what you plan on doing for, like, the community, the environment. I kept picking up a lot of fairy type of stuff too, and as you guys know, fairies represent Taurus, really. Children, plants, animals, getting yourself dirty. Like, it could literally just be like, you need to get out there. You need to just dive in. You need to try to get dirty. I wouldn't marry rarely well-behaved women or men get things done, but put it that way. It's almost like a mentorship. Now, I always get astrology readings because obviously I can kind of pick up things. So I turn to astrology if I want a reading. Or my girl, Kindred Spirit, who does coffee cup readings. She's on here. Anyways. So, I think there's too many ideas going on. Which way do you run? And I really hate hearing the readings on here that are like, don't let the negativity get to you. Okay, Karen, but what if they're physically at your door? What if they're physically trying to take you to court? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, karma, whatever, but you still got to do the legwork, friend. You still have to do the legwork. And it's like all parties involved need to be considered of whatever's doing. I think this is more you're wanting to give back. Please don't breed. I know some of you do. It's not a money-making thing. Those are lives. And literally, breeding for money to me is like child trafficking. Legit, like child trafficking. Alright. Hate me if you want. Let's get some karma cards. It's like you're going to give guidance or you're going to collaborate and recognize, like, what you need to master. But I'm telling you, the fact that I heard a holistic approach. Sorry about that. It was a client. Yeah, it's just like there's something about the impact of your environment, of your community, of your clients. I mean, or your family. You know, you got to put that in the context of however you feel. I'm pulling some karma cards here. The creation of, the gaining of respect, things brought to life or light, the sun. The sun, as it shines on it. Did not come in reverse. Yeah, this is demonstrating and realizing that you can be a leader and you can maybe, educate people. You can educate people on some of this stuff, right? Whatever's going on. What's under that? Planets. The maturity that brings Saturn. Well, that makes sense. My whole astrology reading, like I was telling you, it was about how everything's sitting in Saturn, which is why this is across my chest. Destruction breeds creation. Me and my friend Boo, her ashes are back there. We came up with that. Babe, this is an ongoing thing, period. There's different versions of us all the time and always something we have to work through. So never think you're going to be at the end of the rainbow. And they only show me what's pertinent to your question, so to speak, most of the time. So let me dive in. Yes, okay. You need to learn to be more direct. Period. The more direct you are, instead of leaving fuzzy edges and not just saying yes or no for questions or being completely upfront without omitting things, is something you desperately need to work on in order to get ahead in life. Yeah, I'm focusing on you and you alone right now. Period. It's like you don't commit to anything really because you're waiting for more information or something instead of asking yourself what you want, which is where you don't really balance your needs. I honestly think you'd be really good in somehow maybe a legal format, or speaking a lot to get deals done like a salesperson. There's a lot here though about learning to decipher emotions from manipulation tactics that you grew up observing, which is where, yes, sometimes we don't need to be completely upfront. We have to learn how to work the crowd. But I think this is pertaining to friendships, family, and relationships, period. I think it won't take you very long at all to master this. It's something about it kicks in July, and then around September you've really figured this out and you go a different direction for yourself. And I think that's in regards to what you want to do in a career type of format, period. It's like once you get this communication and really charming people, this is where a career takes off. So it's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's like influence and persuasion for the right things. Period. Learning how to talk when it comes to important matters and when it comes to relationships and such. Not sitting on the fence. I can tell. And that's fine. It's called power, persuasion, and influence, right? It's just like dressing the part. I think it's about being more intimate and direct instead of dodging things in your real intimate connections. Correct. And it's like once you do this, wow, it's like everything picks up in your life, especially career-wise, which I totally dig. And that's literally all that's coming to me today, period. It's like geared towards your romantic and your career in the end. Geared towards your romantic and your career in the end. His personal shadow seems to be around communication, of being a slick person, and that's okay for career, but not for intimate dynamic. Well, I see that they avoid any type of commitment, period. They don't even give a clear stance. There's no clear boundaries, no clear intent on what they want. This person likes to avoid anything that connects him to a promise or a relationship. It's like we leave it all out in the open right now. Likes to turn things around on you, no responsibility. So everything I'm getting in behaviors, I don't think he's the person for you, and I don't think you should keep repeating these old familiar habits about men, because there is a difference between masculinity and anger. It's like he keeps you on the line, which is why you are energetically stuck there. And you're probably even more tired, because whenever he's thinking of you, he's literally draining you. I would suggest you doing the eye-opener ritual, so within 3 days, you can see those types of hints. Be a little more clear-minded in your pursuit for this man, so you can actually get to the one that you're supposed to be with and go a complete different direction. Period. You got to quit running back to the past, sweetheart. And in about 37 days, you'll be way more stable and actually meet someone who's decent. Okay. Religious beliefs and renewal. So renewing your religious beliefs. Renewing your religious beliefs, okay? Dude, someone's thinking about a duck sanctuary or something. Aquatic-y. Yes. It's a hard road, I know. It's definitely leaving something behind in your life. I get that. But it's like feeling lost, you know, trying to look to your beliefs for direction, coming for readings. There's something about a lotus tree. You know, reading the Bible, being agnostic, but you're here. I mean, even atheists have beliefs. And it's something about finding the direction in yours to really help others. Time of the Black Jaguar. Destruction. Wow. Let's read that. And hope is underneath there. Come on now. Alright. Do this before I get interrupted again. Okay. Right. Sacred to many indigenous people. The black jaguar is the destructive yet healing agent of the earth goddess, Pachamama. I can't read that. It arrives in our lives when old unhealthy patterns and behaviors need to die once and for all. In order to do so, the jaguar will bring us to our knees through a crisis like divorce, health issues, or job loss. Really having a... I'm starting to get it back. If you guys didn't know, I broke my foot, my leg. It was like crazy. And that's been since December. I mean, well, September, but December, like everything, it did not get better. Abruptly awakening us to our own excuses toxic habits, and poor choices that now must be changed. To the indigenous people, America, the black jaguar is related to death, the healing powers of thunder and lightning, all sacred forces that purify and renew our life when it becomes stagnant or sick. The jaguar does not provide a slow healing, but swiftly and mercilessly destroys that which no longer serves. Enough is enough. The time for change is now. Though it can feel like a punishment, her medicine is meant to protect us, ensure the healthy continuity of life, to free us from superficiality. Okay? That would be now the change of direction that I was getting. Death. Looking to your faith to lead you. That's your North Node coming out. The Saturn aspect. The time is now. Power and status. Friends, I don't know. The Fool. The Fool. Okay. Something must end, and yes, it's never pleasant. Like, I've already given up 2 of the babies that I love very much, and I've just put protection around them, hoping that someone adopts them. If you find 2 kittens up north, okay, like 6-9 months. One's name is Creatrix, whatever. She's a black calico, very loving, very distinct. She's my baby. If you find one named Hyena with bobtail, she sounds like a hyena and very loving. Take care of her. It is giving up things that you love, things that you've held on to, for the better of everything. Right? For the better of everything. So, again, make sure you hit that subscribe. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You got the presents of me. Okay? And I wish you the best during this. You can share below what it is that you're thinking about. Did any of this hit on the head? When is your birthday? Are you a cusper like me?